Hello and welcome. This is Talk to Addis weekly program. I am your host, Alula Brahani. Our esteemed guest today is Dr. Tullu Tlahun Hailu, who is the Innovation and Technology Development Bureau, Deputy Bureau Head, and as well as Smart City Sector Head. Do stay with us. Welcome, Doctor, to our program.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's our pleasure. So before we dive into our discussion, it's good to let you introduce yourself. Let's hear from the horse mouth.
Thank you, Alula. I am Tullu Tlahun, Deputy Bureau Head of Innovation and Technology Development Bureau. Previously, I have been a lecturer, assistant professor at Addis Ababa Science and Technology University. After conducted the Smart City Strategy Plan, I joined this bureau. In fact, it's a new bureau. After establishment, it's almost 2 years.
Okay, thank you. So let's come to the question. Can you provide us an overview of what the Smart City project is all about?
Before go to the Smart City project, I think it is good to describe what is Smart City itself. Basically, Smart City is this concept introduced after many and several challenges that world cities faces. Challenges like traffic jam because of the rapid growth or because of the urbanization. Several challenges introduced to the cities. Challenges like traffic jam, affordable house, problem of providing affordable house, providing utilities like that. So in order to address this complex and several issues of the cities, scholars agreed to introduce the Smart City concept. So Smart City is this concept introduced to address the challenges of the city by improving the quality life of the residents and just preparing the conducive environment for the visitors. So the concepts introduced to improve quality life of residents as well as for the visitors. So any projects or initiatives or solutions that can help for improvement of the quality of life or just for creating conducive environment for the visitors can be considered as a Smart City solution or Smart City projects.
Good. As part of our discussion, if you remember previously, before 2 months, if I'm not mistaken, Addis Ababa has hosted the World Urban Forum. There was such kind of, an international forum which was hosted in Aduva Victory Memorial, and I was there in person. So it like what you have been saying, the Smart City project is part of the urbanization process in the world, and it's the only way through which, global problems like climate change might be, or industrialization, other effects, side effects of urban process are tackled with. So my question is, what technologies are being implemented to create a smarter urban environment in Addis Ababa with this regard?
Basically, to realize the Smart City concept, we need to provide 2 things. The first one is technology. The second one is the infrastructure. When we say infrastructure, we can see or we can categorize into 2. The soft infrastructure and hard infrastructure. When we say soft infrastructure, we mean infrastructure like data center, ICT infrastructure like networking. Previously we had Warada net. Now we are moving to the city net, which has higher performance and higher security, which connected 110 waradas and 11 sub-cities and also sectors in city administration. So this can be considered as a soft infrastructure. when we say the hard infrastructure, that's important for the smart city, like a road, parking, housing, and utilities like electricity, water, and so on. So to realize smart city, we need to deploy important technologies for all sectors. If we successfully implement and use those technologies, if the resident is able to use technologies, their quality, their life can be just improved. They can live a good quality life. And also if we can provide infrastructure like market areas, road, parking like that, in terms of hard infrastructure, we are providing sufficient infrastructure for our residents so that they get happier like that. And also, example, tourism areas, parking like that, this can help to attract investors or visitors. So having those technologies and infrastructure helps to realize the smart city. In terms of engagement, like you said, Addis Ababa hosts African Cities Forum last time. One of the smart city feature is that engagement of the residents, engagement of the professionals, individuals, not only in the city, just participating in the international community can contribute to the realization of smart city. Basically, in order to implement the required technologies and the infrastructure, internationally, many smart cities determine around, most of the smart cities determine 6 pillars like that, and some of them maybe has 3 pillars like that. Based on international, highly frequently used and adopted pillars, we endorsed 6 pillars. The first pillar is a smart economy. In a smart economy, we deal with the improving the production sector by providing required infrastructure as well as technology for production. To take the example, we can deploy small robots like that can help the manufacturing area to improve the quality of production and also the quantity of production. Robots can help us. The other thing is, after production of the commodities or items, we need to successfully distribute, right? Distribution sector. So for distribution, there are technologies that we have to use as well as infrastructure. Like I said before, road infrastructure helps to improve the distribution of commodities. In distribution, we can have technologies like e-commercing technologies or other technologies that can help individuals to order items from some different shops or from the source like that. So e-commerce can be considered as the technology for distribution. The other one is for consumption also. So in smart economy, we provide infrastructure like marketing areas and the technologies for facilitating production, distribution, and consumption. The second pillar is smart environment. In environment, we need to provide infrastructure like parking areas, neat environment, clean environment, and also technologies like management systems, waste management system. It can be a solid waste management system, liquid waste management system, even electronics waste management system. Having those kind of management system help us to just advance our environment, a smart environment. The third pillar that we considered in smart economy, smart city is smart governance, where we can improve or enhance service delivery or encouraging participation of the residents, advocating democratic principle. In smart governance, we encourage the sectors to have their on online services. They need to provide online services. In a traditional means, the residents should go to some bureau like that in order to get services. A long queue is there, wasting time, wasting money like that. With a simple online services, they can get service they want from their home. If we able to put every services online, residents can get from their home, from their working place like that. So we are improving quality of life. We are facilitating conducive environment for residents as well as for the visitors. The other pillar is smart living. In smart living, we provide technology and the infrastructure for health sector, for tourism sector, for safety and the security sectors like that. In smart living, example in health area as a bureau, we implemented health management system for several health sectors and hospitals in city administration. And also we are in a position to deploy basic and intermediate artificial intelligence model that can help physicians in diagnosis like that. For example, as a country, we have a few number of radiologists. In our country, if you have X-ray image, in example, cities, second level cities or regions, they need to come here. The patients need to come referred to Addis Ababa like that. But having this kind of small AI models help for early diagnosis of the lung diseases. Just simply getting or having the X-ray image and give that to the model can determine the problem of the lung within 3 seconds.
Yeah. Is that similar to telemedicine, maybe?
Yes, telemedicine is part of that, but I am just giving the example, a small example. So, in smart living, I said tourism sector, smart tourism, deploying or implementing technologies for tourism, like 3D technologies, virtual reality technologies, so that visitors maybe sometimes no need to come here. If, example, diseases like COVID happened, foreigners can visit Ethiopia being from their home by using virtual reality technologies. In safety and the security sector, if we have technologies means we can decrease the crimes, we can ensure peace and the security by deploying important technologies like that. Basically, in safety and the security, I said security, there is terminology, privacy and security. Basically, security is a broad term. It means protection of privacy like that. We can see security example, it can be information security, cyber security, or network security. You can also say application level security like that. The major one are the three: information security, cyber security, and the network security. When we say information security, ensuring security of the data in digital form as well as in manual form, in analogous form. When we come to cyber security, keeping the privacy or security of data in digital form. The network security is just securing the infrastructure, like data center, our networking, like that. So the ultimate goal of discussing or just having security science or implementing security technologies is to ensure confidentiality, integrity, and the other one is availability of the systems. When we say confidentiality, in transaction of the information, in the flow of information, there is a sender and a receiver, right? Yeah. When the sender sends some information, example, you can say some kind of record with some amount of money, we can say, this information, if exactly reach the destination without any altering, without any modification, and just without any copying, without just getting third person, involvement of third person, interceptor, we can say interceptors, preventing interceptors from the flow of the information, we ensure the confidentiality of that data. It's very, very important. In a smart city, when we implement several applications or systems, we have to also deal with the security parts as well to ensure, as I said, confidentiality of data, preventing or just securing from interceptors. The second one is just if integrity of the data. If interceptors successfully intercept our data, that person can easily modify our data. So integrity can be compromised. So it's very dangerous. The third one is availability. Our servers, our database servers, computational servers, need to be available online 24 hours, 7 days, 365 days. If some hackers or some example, people against our country or just intruders or hackers able to down our systems, we cannot access our data, our database like that. So availability issue will be happen. So we have to be careful on that also. So that is in smart living, safety and security, ensuring safety and security. For fire and the disaster recovery agency, for police, for peace and security bureau, we provide technology, and we are providing, and also we plan to provide them state-of-the-art technologies so that we can ensure security of our city. The fifth pillar of smart city is smart mobility. Similarly, we need to deploy required technology for mobility, for transport bureau, for traffic management, for stake in this area, sectors. Not only technology, as I said, required infrastructure for them as well, so that we can improve, enhance the logistics, the transportation, and also kind of initiatives in transport sectors. Like Smart City advocates mass transport, improving mass transport and encouraging mass transport rather than the private cars like that, because we can reduce traffic congestion by just deploying or just having mass transport like that. The final or the sixth pillar is smart people. If we have technologies, but we do not have users, or if our community cannot use technology, it's nothing. So smart people work on creating awareness, encouraging residents to use technology, working with the corresponding stakeholders in order to create awareness. Example, we work with the Education Bureau, we work with media, like Addis Media and other main media streams, for creating awareness, for motivating individuals to use technology. They have to embrace technologies so that we can compete. So these are 6 pillars where we can apply technologies accordingly, as well as infrastructures accordingly. In this identification of the problem, as well as solution of the problems, we have to engage residents, important, or the focal person, so that they can support. Engagement of residents is very, very important in smart city implementation, because smart city is for individuals in the city, for the resident, for themselves. If they understand very well, they can support. They may not support, or they may stand against implementation of smart city because of lack of knowledge, because of lack of awareness. There are some wrong perception in this regard. By providing them some kind of training or workshop, or using different media so that they can have the correct idea or the exact meaning of the smart city, so that they can contribute in this regard.
So I think you just have mentioned the 6 pillars, like in Smart City, your office focus on. So in this regard, how do you see the progress of Addis Ababa? For example, you were telling me that it was 2 years since this office has been established. So we are witnessing many projects that are underway. So in terms of smart mobility, we are having new road constructions underway. And I just have seen some, like in smart living, I have, even I personally have seen some hospitals which are using AI for diagnosing different kind of diseases. But I want to know the example, I mean, specifically the model, or to what extent is your office, having an investigation of all this, or the application of all these areas. Can you tell us the overview?
Yeah,
what is the progress, the status of, the progress of the application of these focus areas in the city?
Good.
And you were telling us that, because my next question is how are local communities and residents engaged, and that's the question. So you were telling us the last focus area was about smart people. So awareness comes before anything else. For the sake of ignorance, people might not be as such. Even people tend to be resistant at the moment, in the very beginning, because they are not aware enough how advantageous it will be. So in that regard, what kind of tools have you used to make people aware so that they can welcome smart living kind of, way of style? So all these things, what practical measures have been taken?
Yeah, when we see the progress, or we just evaluate our progress, actually, as I told you, there is a study already conducted by Addis Ababa Science and Technology University. It's a plan. We do have a roadmap, and we already set a vision in that study. The vision that we set is to see, or to make Addis Ababa internationally recognized, sustainable, resilient, thriving city, human-centric city in 2030. That means it is for about 2 years. Actually, in December 29, 2022, at Science Museum, there were inauguration of this Smart City Study Plan. So it's about 2 years, right? So after that, even before that, in our study, the big challenges that we faced at that time was the wrong perception, the perceptions that the people has. Some of them say smart city is kind of a luxury like that. Some of them said smart city is not for us. A smart city is for developed country cities. There are, anyways, several wrong perceptions at that moment.
Contradicting ideas.
Yeah, contradictory ideas. Because, as from a definition, a smart city is not a luxury. Rather, it is just introduced for addressing challenges of the cities and improving quality life of the residents, right? If it is for addressing challenges and introduced for improving quality of life, it should not be for the developed country cities. It should be for African cities, right? We can see several challenges in African cities, including Addis Ababa. So this concept is for all cities. This concept is very important. We conducted many stakeholder engagement workshops, even before finalizing that study. After finalizing and after inauguration of the study, we also conducted several small scale and also even big workshops in order to create awareness about smart city. Smart city is not for luxury. Smart city is for addressing challenges of the city and improving quality of life of the residents. Smart city is all about building the resilient city, building the thriving city. It's a human-centric concept and also technology-oriented city. Like that, we try to present for the bureaus, agencies, for the sub-cities, for the waradas, like that. Then gradually, residents came to understand these terminologies, this concept. Then we easily implement solutions and infrastructure, and we can easily communicate. Basically, this bureau established to execute this plan. Innovation and Technology Development Bureau. Within this bureau, we do have 3 sectors. The first sector is a smart city sector, which I am ahead of the sector. The second is the development sector, and the third sector is the operational sector. A smart city sector first identify required technologies and infrastructure for all sectors in city administration and for the sub-cities and the waradas. And if we convince it, this technology is important for this sector, we just endorse, and then the development sector go for development. After development, that solution or that system deployed for the corresponding bureau or agency, then operational sector will be hand over and execute that system. So there are indicators in order to see the progress, international indicators. In terms of infrastructure, around 19 indicators, and in terms of technology, around 20 indicators. So accordingly, we can evaluate our city. Not only us, recently there are 2 awards that our city received. In Seoul City, South Korea, our mayor, Her Excellency Mrs. Adana Chabibe, received the Smart City Leadership Award. Among 115 cities in the world. Can you imagine that? Just Addis Ababa, the mayor of Addis Ababa is the winner of Smart City Leadership at the world level, the first position. And last week also, we received Smart City, African Smart City. There is a competition or forum, African Smart City Forum in Kenya, Nairobi. Addis Ababa was a winner. Addis Ababa wins Smart City, African Smart City. So this indicates we are in a good position. If we can go in this pace, in our study, we set the vision in 8 years. So 6 years remains, right? Yeah. Even if we can move in this pace, and the bureaus can collaborate, coordinate, just endorsing initiatives, we can achieve even before 6 years.
Thank you, Doctor, for your insightful discussion that you have with us. Viewers, our program comes to its conclusion. We had a nice stay with our esteemed guest, Dr. Tulu Talahun, who is Innovation and Technology Development Bureau Deputy Head and Smart City Sector Head. So, till we meet up with another guest in another episode, stay tuned up with the rest of our programs.